First morning in Rize, Turkey, on the Black Coast, on the Black Sea coast. Had a 26-hour travel from home. Gorgeous sight. We had a fantastic meal last night with Reza, Mehmet, and my local guide Emin, and just getting up to have breakfast and start driving east and slightly south to the mountains. Should be awesome. So good day, 24th of March. We're in a small coastal town of Rize by Black Sea. Our local guide here, his name is Emin, and my buddies Reza and Mehmet are here. And we're heading east and then slightly south to get into the mountains and hopefully test fire the rifle and see what happens after that. This is a very beautiful coastal town. We've been driving around the coast for probably half an hour from the airport going west, and just nice to be back in Turkey and see what the Ibex gods will bring us. Series of dams they built, and there's fish farms here. Salmon, trout, I think some other varieties of fish too. Cruising streets of Artvin. We just did some grocery shopping and on our way. Early morning, we got up at 4:30, had a bite to eat, drove up to this saddle, and now we're stabbing across this slope. See what will happen. Beautiful scenery. Boy flew. I heard him fly. This is the Caucasian snowhawk we're hearing, guys. So rare. We just saw one sail across, singing. We've been climbing and hiking and glassing for about 2.5 hours. Haven't seen anything. Beautiful place. But no ibex, not even females. So I guess we just gotta keep hiking and looking and see what happens. So there was a few ibex we saw in the shades we were glassing, and the guys found them, but none were big enough. So we're heading back to a cottage that it's halfway down the mountain on this slim trail. All is good. It's Tuesday morning. We had breakfast. We're gearing up to go, but it's snowing like a son of a gun. Can't see anything. It's supposed to clear by late afternoon, so we'll see what happens. For the time being, we're going to be inside, drink tea and rest, and that's about it.
Da olabilir. Doğru mu? Şimdi burada diyorsun ki parası yok adamın, kaçak av yapmış, ya biraz vicdanlı davransa devlet. Ama bak, aynı adamın gidip sarhoş arabayla bir kişiye çarpıp öldürdüğünü düşün. Fakir ya da zengin fark eder mi? Bir suçun bedeli var orada. Zenginliğe göre verilmez o ceza. Ya da fakirliğe göre verilmemesi gerekir.
Ya
kanuna göre verilmesi
ya tamam,
lazım.
kanuna göre verilmesi lazım da.
Yoksa o zaman şeyi bitiremezsin. Son cümlem. O zaman hakkı veremezsin. Suistimale girer. Olabilir ama bu da kanun.
Sana verse herkese vermesi lazım. Diğerlerinden bu şeyi alamadı. Sizin köy için
bana
bu yapılsa
aynısını dedi. Dedim ki ben işkan koruyor.
Ama sadece İşhan'la bu iş bitmiyor.
Ha,
Herkes
İşhan
koruyacak ki
ver
bunu
dedim,
yapsın.
ver dedim veremedi.
Bu el şimdi parkalda gidecek ki onlara verdim biz de koruyoruz yalandan.
Tabii. İşte peynirli.
He, o
Wednesday
kaşarı koy.
morning, we got up at 3 a.m.
Sana bir şey söyleyeyim mi?
and Emin made a fantastic breakfast.
4.30 zaten.
Eggs with cheese and butter. It
Zaten
was to die for.
Aynen.
Kahvaltımızı
Yeli would have loved it. So
Sohbet,
we're packing
muhabbet
up
derken.
and we're gonna hike up to the top of the ridge where we left the truck
Hayırlısı.
and go to another area. Let's see what happens.
Kapalı bulaşık falan yıkamayacağız. Direkt çıkacağız.
It's been fun. A day and a half in this cabin.
Benim
5:45. We stop for a break. The chuckers are singing. These guys make a little fire everywhere we stop for 5 minutes. It's a glorious day, no wind, and we're gonna see what the day brings here. It's all good. We're well rested, well fed, had an amazing breakfast, and that's about it. We're gonna come on top of this ridge. The boys are glassing. It's a gorgeous, quiet morning with the moon and the surrounding hills. The chuckers were singing, and nothing short of spectacular in the... What would you call these mountains, Memo?
What's that?
What is the name of these mountains, would you say?
Let's go to Kachkar Mountains.
Kachkar Mountains. Continuation of the Caucasus.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Kachkar? Kachkar. Kachkar Mountains, you see all the dams they've built. And I'll talk about this in my report, but these dams that they built, the government has displaced the people and built a brand new home or an apartment for each of them. I don't know what our Canadian government would do. Probably just give them weed. It's like a village that is abandoned right now for the winter. We're walking through it quietly to go across. Look at those slopes that he has seen Ibex before. But he's got an incognito way of getting there. And he asks us not to make too much noise. Bülbül. This is a little warrior that
Ama sana bir şey söyleyeyim mi?
Mehmet fed him, and he's just been following us like a dog, basically.
Yani o da
So one of the spotters by the name of Fikri, which means thoughtful or thought seller, he's up there somewhere, up there, and he's looking over the hills that are behind this, or the mountains that are behind this. You spotted 5 ibex there, 10 ibex, and 5 might be shooters. So we've come down here because going around here through the village homes, which is abandoned for this time of year, we can get to a spot with a potential 500 to 600 yard shot. So right now we're just waiting for them to cross that ridge over, and then we go get into position. If they cross, there's no guarantees. So we're keeping a low profile here, drinking tea, having some halva. The big boss is there, and see what happens after 4 days of hunting. So we came out to where our spotter is, and you see that tree, the small tree on the ridge that is in the sun? The ibex are like 250 yards over towards west in that canyon. It's hard to see from here, but we saw them through the spotting scope. It's a difficult place to get to, but we'll come back in the morning, see if they've crossed into the shady side, that we can get a shot on them.
yaklaşık böyle.
We just made
Şey abi
the
hep çok
treacherous
affedersin, hayvan
climb
uçuyor.
down. It took about half an hour. Gnarly in some places, but this other guide, Omer, I think his name is really good. Our main guide had to go to town to sign some papers, so we're at the creek bottom, and we're going to stab up about 400, 500 meters vertical to a tree, and then from there, the group of ibex should be within range, but you never know. So we're slowly zigzagging up the slope. The ibex are up there to the left. Who knows? 400, 500, 600 yards. It's a very nasty slope, as you can see. We're zigzagging and coming up, and the guides are great. It's a bitch of a climb, but it's got to be done if you want a big ibex. I came with my today's guide, and no. And we're waiting for the game warden, which is the weak link, and Reza and Mehmet.
Hem bunu veriyor. Hem onu veriyorsun.
The guys showed up. That's the slope we came down. I just can't believe it. Is it even possible? And the truck is in by that old abandoned village. And we came from that pass. So we'll see what happens. The animals are behind this ridge. We don't know how long. So we sent the guides to go look, range them, and then come back and talk to us. So me and my buddy, Reza, Gözlük, we're waiting
Good
here.
pronunciation.
The other guys are just in the tree somewhere, eating chocolate. To the last wire. The ibex spooked, they're about 670. So I'm just waiting for the bigger one to come out. Maybe take a crack at him. It's my only chance. Going up this other slope. This is some smaller one. Might get a crack at it. They're dragging him down to a flat spot so we can skin him and get going. You have no idea how steep these mountains are until you come and walk it. Good day. Today is March 28th, 2024. I'm in the Kachka Mountains of eastern Turkey. I was blessed to kill a legal average representative Bezoar Ibex at a pretty long distance, and it required a follow-up shot. There was a lot of drama, but I just want to take this moment, first of all, to thank the good Lord that has given me health and the means to do this. Thinking about my family, my wife, boys, my dad and my uncle who are in heaven, and all my friends who prayed for my success and my safety. I love you all, and I wish you were here. But more importantly, I want to thank my good friends Mehmet and Reza of Kapinen Safaris, which I now have a very good association with. Öner, the guide today, and Emin that wasn't here. We think about you in spirit. We'll see you tonight. And Emrullah, who is a very hard-working guy. These two are champs, and you know what? They're fasting. We've been drinking like fish, but they've been just working their butt off. So it's about, I think, 2:30 or so. We're going to cape him and slowly head down this steep, ultra steep terrain and get back to the village. So also I want to thank the government of Turkey for allowing foreigners to come and hunt in here. You know, that's important. They've done a good job of conservation work, you know, compared to 20 years ago or 30 years ago where you couldn't even come. And I give them accolades for that, and I raise my hat to them. Once again, come to Turkey and hunt with Kapinen Safaris, and you will not be disappointed. Amen. Came down a bit of a steep slope, come down and a bit of another one go up. I mean, you can't see how steep this is. So we just came down a steep slope, followed by a steep rise, and we're kind of just yo-yoing, going up and down to cut the slope, to get back up there where the road is and where we left the truck. So it's been a great day, great birthday. Can't ask for more. Great guys. This is Omer, my friend. Öner. Sorry. And he's carrying the ibex and the cape, some meat, and the other guy is carrying some more meat, and we're gonna go have some shashliks and call it a day and head over to Antalya tomorrow. So that's about it for now. Few more up and downs, up and down until we can get down to the river and cross up and go up. Now another steep down and up. If you make this one, then you'll be in greener pastures. Finally made it safe and sound to the truck after 10 hours of being up, hiking up and down, God knows how many times, how many vertical feet.
It's time to say goodbye to this paradise. So I was honestly shocked to have this, guys. I know you made the arrangements, but thank you. And what a blessing to be here celebrating my birthday in Turkey, you know, in the middle of the mountains. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Thank you. 63 years old.
So
That's good.
you
Good morning. Today's March 29th. We finally woke up to the village that we've stayed a few nights, and I can take some videos. Those are some of the mountains that we crossed on our way to our camp. It's a gorgeous day. It's a beautiful village. This is the guest house we stayed in, and they're self-sufficient here. They got fruits, they got orchards, they got everything. Steep mountains, as you can see. They store the wood, and they're making us shashlik for breakfast from the Ibex. So I'm gonna go in and have some Turkish delight, the mountain variety.
O tür çöp şişiyormuşlar işte.
Saying goodbye to the tiny village of Ishan. You see the Kachkara mountains all around you.
But I believe it's pretty much like or Switzerland.
There's Shami in those mountains. As my friend Rizzo says. Oh yeah, the guy who had the horses. This is Provence living at its best in an Asian setting, not European, which is fine. The cuisine is just as good. People are clean, friendly. I highly recommend it. What is the name of it again?
Ne? Adı ne?
Önünden geçeceğiz.
İşhan Kilisesi.
Ishan
Yeah.
Church here, which I'm so fortunate to see. Look at this background, guys.
Yakın.
Yanından
Well, we
geçeceğiz.
will be very
Yanından.
close.
Fotoğrafta
Yeah.
çekinebiliriz.
Yeah, we can get there.
Yeah, we'll get there and take some pictures. This Ishan Church, it really blew me away. Mehmet thinks it was built by the Armenians, or the Russian Orthodox.
It's Russian Orthodox probably.
As we were just driving out, I saw it. So
Look, there's an interesting photograph here from here. Would
I
you
will.
come over?
I'm actually going to be in
You
it.
see,
But
you see the mosque?
that's what I
in the
was.
background?
That's exactly what I was saying. There's a mosque in the background, and there's the Orthodox church. Amazing. And the rooster is cackling behind me. And those are the mountains that we crossed on day one. That's where we heard the Caucasian snowcock. Amazing. Well, a little charm, small town Turkey hand to end. Flew from Erzurum to Istanbul, and here I am. Mehmet and Riza put me in a great hotel in the historic island. Just took a walk in the park, and right now by the I think this is Marmara Sea maybe, or I don't know. It's kind of confusing, too many seas here. And Miss Aneda, Miss Sergio, Miss Miguel more than anybody else. Gonna go for a short walk, and hopefully we return here as a family. Buggers. Good day. I'm in the Blue Mosque in the historic island of Istanbul. They let you come in here for free, but you gotta take your shoes off, and ladies need to wear scarves and not go in with short skirts. Basically just follow the rules and all is good. The best part about it is the architecture, of course, and there's even some stained glass all over, some Arabic writings in the ceiling, and I like the fact that it's free. I just visited the inside the Blue Mosque. You come out, and I think to the north there's a couple of obelisks. There's the Blue Mosque, and a bit exposed in the video, but quite nice. There's a museum across, Hagia Sophia Museum. And what I like is that the Turks have put public washrooms everywhere. I think North Americans, I'm Europeans, need to learn from this. So you don't get desperate in streets of Paris and London and have to pay a couple of euros just for a nature break. Yerevatan?
That means like submerged.
Right. And you said 336 columns, right?
Yeah,
And 85,000 cubic meters.
right. Or 21 million gallons.
I'm actually more, now since I moved to Canada, I'm more familiar with meter cubes now.
Oh yeah.
And then 5th century, right? You said? 6th. I'm walking with my guide, Emmett, in the central bazaar. With some, I bought some Turkish delight. I'm gonna go look for something for my dear lady. I'm aboard a public ferry with my guide and friend, Mr. Umit. We're gonna go to the Asian side, have a bite to eat, and just kind of see the real estate. Right now, this is so on that side, that's Europe, and behind us, it's all Europe. And that's so that's Bosphorus up ahead, and the Asian side is what you see here, and that's the European side. Quite neat. The fare for this ferry is about $2, 20 minutes. 57,000 energy alone. What about other ships?
Talking about the tankers, not you can see the planets.
Yeah. Is that an energy tanker? Early Sunday morning, I came to see Hagia Sophia, but unfortunately it was a big lineup, so I kept my space in my spot in the line next to a nice Chinese guy, and I decided to walk here to take one last look at the Sea of Marmara. What you see in the background, that's the first suspension bridge that goes through the Bosphorus, and these guys are just swinging their baits. I'm hoping they won't hit me, so all's good. Beautiful fountain here. This place is just exploding with people. Absolutely exploding. There is the Hagia Sophia in the background. It was closed today because the president was, I guess, here, and there is the Blue Mosque. Pretty neat.